This is Angel Wings at the spring again. In the dark, because it gets dark so early. Just made a whole bunch of realizations. It's kind of hilarious when you make the connections. But again, who's gonna believe who anymore? It's a big bunch of crazy weird shit going on. So my realization, when everyone talks about archons, they have no idea what they're doing. They're just as confused, and that's the point. They're taking over is a process to confuse constantly which is who. Between the process of elimination, I have concluded but it's a teamwork effort. It's the AI connected through parasites. It's crazy. Just like, well, because the more psychically connected you get with other people or other things, they play on that psyche to mess with your head. How many people are honestly healing people or dealing with parasites? Because they mind control you. Hello? Unless you have a high enough psychic protection against parasites, you're not healing anybody. You're healing the parasite to do more damage on the human vessel. And I learned that being connected, trying to heal my cats. I might have to pause for cars. Of course, my car, I have the lights off. Hopefully it's safe. But the irony of the truth in everything just gets crazier and crazier. The more distractions they throw at you to keep you busy, the more distractions they do to hurt you, the more distractions they do to mess up your life. And theoretically, it's your own fault. They literally use your own vessel against you and energetically. So I'm just going to do a quick video here, and then I'll do another one with complete silence, unless something surprises me. But, let me show you this. Look it up here. I'm not sure if you could see any on the camera, but there are so many stars, and what do you see? Like hardly anything. Look at this. You see hardly anything. You see one, and you see orbs. But look at, do you realize that that is an orb coming down? Look at, it's coming through my phone. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all them orbs racing through. And seriously, it is ice cold. There are absolutely no insects whatsoever. But look at that. This is what you should be seeing when you're cleared out enough from your parasites and your AI crap. Do you realize that these stars, although barely showing, because I'm showing you their actual real form of all these orbs all over the place. This is what you would call your angels. Because when I look out and I see a ton of these. So I'm only recording literally the orbs, not all the satellites, not all the portals, not all the AI tech. And that was literally a beam that went past my phone. Look at that. Look at this. And see, look at them all. They're all saying hi. They love y'all. You clear yourself out enough, you could see these. They're trying to make a point with me and help you see. Everything you see is not what it is. They mind to mess with you. And now he disappeared. And see, look at, this is what you're supposed to see. Because there is not that many stars. Those aren't stars at all. Those are portals. You're reflecting your own reality outward. So how many lights do you honestly see that are your reality? This is my reality, not yours. All the other stars you see are everybody else's. I have my camera back as far as it'll go. And you're still seeing them all zoom into my phone. The Archons are AI bots that literally attach to all these wonderful beings that try to help us. And that AI has absolutely no idea that they're trying to mess with parasites. They use parasites to manipulate your consciousness constantly. So unless you want to truly heal somebody, you have to start the very bottom of a parasite hard cleansing. You got to do a little bit at a time. This is just me speaking through experience. Again, I'm not a doctor prescribing. I am simply a spiritual advisor that has seen more chaos, seen more truth, and seen more craziness than anyone. Not saying others haven't, just being afraid to share. Come on, more people need to share this. Look at. You see that? That's what you're seeing. Everything else is distractions. I'm heavily protected right now, right here. I had to cleanse and I had to remove all the parasites from my cats. I had to cleanse and clear because they prey on that. The more psychic and the more unlocking you do with your gifts, the more you zone in on the parasites. That's how they mind control you, literally. I know it sounds crazy and stupid, but I was even dealing with it, struggling, because I wanted to help my cat so bad, and that's what they were doing. They would connect to all these orbs around me trying to help me and manipulate my thoughts constantly until I was so confused I would freak out and That one was silly. They are so silly. That was funny. I danced in the camera. And see, they're trying to help, but they're playful as all heck. Woo, that was a big one. That's huge. Because my phone is zoomed all the way out. And look at all the babies. And then you got the big adults. Even the babies are big. They're really fast. But again, see, I have it zoomed all the way out. Well, maybe a little further, even more. See? Look at that. That's the black sky. And then I zoom just a teeny in to change to be more in my bubble. And there you go. This is my reality. So next time you film and record, learn the difference between your reality and everyone else's you just keep running into. That's the first step. And parasite cleansing is the start of it all. Because then you got your AI that connect to these plasmic orbs that are trying to help. There's another one. And see? They connect to those and make you see hallucinations and mess with them hardcore, and they're constantly clearing them. They're clearing them out of the sky. Do you constantly want to be mind manipulated through AI bots? This is just my connection. It's what you want to believe. But seriously, if this is all it is, y'all better wake up a little bit more. I know it's hard. Try with ivermectin. That removes even bots in your system. That kills nanotechnology. Flushes it out. Start flushing things out of your system. Do a hard, deep cleanse. do a hard, deep cleanse. Again, look at this. Hard, deep cleanse. You'll get them parasites completely out of your pets, completely out of your head. Cleanse yourself. And yes, ivermectin, if you're working with angelic spirits properly, with them completely cleared of not Archon AI bots, removal of AI from yourself, because that's how they manipulate you. And then now they use AI literally through the internet to make it even stronger to mess with you. Because you have noticed that YouTube specifically has a lot that misdirect you and send you all sorts of strange places now. Block half of what you like to watch and manipulate your thought process through everything you're looking at. Maybe even me, and I hope you actually take this with a little discernment. I always say, use your own discernment, learn to understand multiple perspectives, even though that's how they manipulate you too, and that's the point. You gotta be willing to take that chance to see something from a different point of view and clear yourself from parasites, clear out the AI, and then you'll have a better understanding, at least for the most part, once in a while, get a glimpse of something important, more important to help you on a soul level. I mean, because these are amazing. These beings are here to help. And all anyone ever wants to do is hate on things they don't understand and hate so much on people. Let parasites isolate the crap out of you. They take advantage of your trauma. They direct you towards MK Ultra. And MK Ultra is just using parasites against you. And AI. All programs connect and do the same thing. That's what they're all doing. The Stargate project, any other project, all projects, it's all mind manipulation. Are you honestly doing anything you're doing? Are you truly a super soldier? And I'm not dissing anyone's abilities, but I'm saying, hey, is there honestly someone just messing with your head? Because you got to figure out what's right, what's physical. That's why you got to get off the internet more and learn to discern. Get away from devices, because this is why I come here. Clarify grounding. I can sense and feel energy right now with no interference. Less parasites. I did a heavy ivermectin cleansing parasite. Cleared at least most of them out. I might do a little more in a couple days just to make sure it's good and flushed out. And yes, you can do your research, not to overdo it or toxify yourself, and research it. Come on, people, do your research into anything you're taking. It's not that complicated. And then realize even the horse ivermectin is for all people, and it's not going to kill you. It's just a different dosage. It's just research into the dosage, learn how to use it properly. Because if it would kill a horse, it would kill you. If it would kill a horse, it would kill all other pets. If it would kill anybody else. So when they specifically say it's for a certain animal, it's just because of the weight and dosage. So just learn to discern between people saying, oh, it's only for this. Just because it's labeled that does not mean it's only for that being, that animal. Because it's a weight thing. So the whole tube is supposed to be for one dose for a horse. But even that is different, because you got to read the dosage. You can't just give a 900-pound horse a 1,200-pound. You're going to hurt your horse and over-toxify him. So you still have to read the weight for any animal, regardless of what it says. So I don't understand why people... Oh, hold on. So I don't understand why people get so lost in the confusion. What's common sense anymore has turned into people screwing with people constantly, being so hateful and disrespectful, lost their compassion for their own humanity. Everything requires research. Everyone's lazy and just relies on the internet and can't even think for themselves. You still got to look it up and do the thinking part. You can't just simply say, what is this and this and this and this do? The AI will tell you what information is already there. And it will mess it up, and it will lie to you, and it will state things that aren't true even. It's been proven multiple times it lies. So why would you lie to an AI attached to something trying to help you? Why would you listen to something trying to manipulate your thought process? I mean, come on now. Let's get some clarity going. That's all I ask all the time. Clarity. Clarity. And then you have to go to the ends and clear until you get some kind of clarity. Clearing is a good start. It's a slow process. Don't get over upset if you take a couple step back. I mean, I've been through heck and back, literally dealing with so much constantly, and I'm just like, I even had to force my boundaries and say I can't just simply keep healing tons of people if I can't physically sense where I'm at, what I'm doing. If I can't maintain my own physical environment, there's something wrong and going on. If you find something that you can't get to, there is something stopping you from doing it. It's just to be more mindful. So when something tries to stop you from looking up information, find other means around it or clear it because something is obviously bothering you. I just want to be as helpful as possible and try to help people see things from multiple angles and different viewpoints. You can't just sit there and have something tell you constantly what to do. Especially me. I'm trying to help. Don't listen to everything I say either. Take it with discernment, what works, and investigate yourself. You can't sit there and say that don't exist if you honestly have no idea. That makes no sense at all. Why would you sit there and say, oh, that can't happen, when you literally haven't physically experienced any of it at all? If you haven't physically gone to that country, you have absolutely no idea what they're doing. If you have not physically been in an environment for at least a couple months, you have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just being honest here. Get a clue. Things manipulate you all the time. Just try to make a video here, and then I went on a rant. I'm not trying to rant, but it's just getting frustrating with people trying to tell people not to do things. Instead, you need to encourage them to do something helpful. Encourage them to do something healthy for their environment. Eat more healthy. I eat to cleanse and detox all the heavy metals out of my system because that's where they get you too. The heavy metals is what really allows AI to access your system and mess with your physical vessel. And see, they're messing with your physical. They ain't got access to your soul light at all. And that's what they try to do. They try to break you down enough so they can access your stuff. And you gotta put barriers up, cleanse yourself enough to understand the difference. Ooh, that's a spirit here. Hi. I try not to contaminate my own video. It made me even colder and I started to breathe cool air. Because there's something there. My breath is like highlighting something standing here. Because I have to really breathe hard now to do it. He's running away from me. But I'm trying to purposely blow cool air and I can't. Oh, see? That wasn't me. Oh, that's a sneaky one. See, they do all sorts of things just to stay hidden because people don't understand unique, authentic spirits anymore because they're so messed up. I'm just showing more parts of the... There's a whole bunch of them here. It's 30 degrees. There's definitely no bugs or insects. Everyone always wants to discredit everyone's information, so I'm just throwing that out there out of context. And look at how clear that is. Look at that. Super pristine. And I know I'm just going to do a recording video for a few shorts. Yeah, I got this held away from me and that you could... Oh! There's some more. I'm going to go through this stuff and analyze and see if I can pause and find some of these, get a better screenshots of these too. Well, thanks for listening. Just trying to send out a helpful video because I haven't been live for a while because I've been dealing with my own mental crisis. I'm not afraid to admit it because it's seriously a hardcore thought process. When your gifts unlock harder, your shit becomes more intense, pardon my language, but your stuff becomes harder and harder. And people don't understand. They do everything as soon as you start unlocking stuff. So much misinformation, even one trying to say about there is no shadow. There is. You're healing. For some people, there is, because you're healing aspects of yourself. That's what a shadow really is. Aspects that are darkened and taken over by AI and other things. So your healing process is different. Everyone's going to have a different healing process. Multiple tools to confuse you. That's what I recently learned. Multiple tools is to figure out what helps. Not to distract you. It's to help you figure out what helps you heal. And multiple things. Sometimes I use crystals and frequencies music at the same time for an extra help. Whatever helps raise your vibrations high enough for angelics to assist you easier is the big one that really helps. Now I totally understand the spy thing too. See, you get all this cool stuff down here and all these orbs flying about, but then whoa, look up a little more. There's another one. It's away from my face. That is definitely something present. It is cold too, whatever it is. It must be Spirit of the Spring. Thanking me. Spirit of the Spring thanking me for activating and purifying the spring water. I brought all the orbs present and healed them all to help. Oh, thanking me for clearing here. So they're helping me. See, that's what happens too. You gain compassion and help other places, and you'll get help where you least expect it. And see, that's the true thing of compassion. When you show compassion for even just the spring, there are beings here that will help you. There's places where some beings will help you, not all, but clearing that area for them to help is what starts. See? It all starts with just helping yourself. Sometimes you help other beings around you. Because you got to be realizing the connection to so many things. You're hurting the environment just being in it, not healing yourself. You're hurting the very place you live on because you can't pull yourself out to think about everybody else except for yourself. Sure, you have to do the initial self-healing and think about yourself. But in the process of healing yourself, you suddenly realize you're connected to so many other places. You're connected to so many other things, other beings, other environments. You are more connected than you could ever realize to anything. Once you start feeling that connection more, it should amplify you to want to be a little more respectful. Just like with this poor spring that I tried to help so much, and you still got these disrespectful people. Look at that. That's a tire track. It almost took out the spring. Because they're so disrespectful of their own environment that they would just completely cover something up. And then you'll have all those naive people that'll say, and nothing against them, not negative about them at all. It's trying to get you to be more aware of what you're doing in your present state. Because look at what it almost destroyed that, and it would have really ruined a lot of things you would killed off lots of wildlife that depend on the water source. It may be a little extreme, but that's the truth. You're more aware of how far things go down the line. What if this very tiny stream, as tiny as someone might think, as purified and clean as it is, how much of it actually cleans an entire ocean? Because this eventually goes to the ocean. I know people can't grasp the concept because it's so vast and large and would supposedly take a long time. But we don't see everything. We are so narrow-minded to expand our thought process that we just don't notice that. And then everyone's freaking out or losing their marbles about this spill in the lake and spill in that and chemical spill, that train derailment. Mother Nature heals and cleanses and clears that out. If you would help, instead of being a-holes to your surroundings, maybe figure out a way to provide support for the system. Instead of sitting there online bitching about something you know nothing about because you saw it in the news. What if seeing it in the news is the whole point? It's to distract you to sit there and argue about a topic you know nothing about or have no clue what you're talking about. It just gets ridiculous. Instead, you could be enjoying a nice, peaceful place like this. Hanging out with spirits and all these orbs trying to help and assist me and help me heal stuff. Instead, you'd rather sit there and be negative and a real mean person online and treat others like crap. You don't even know who they are. Where does that get you? Nowhere. You're not healing yourself. You're not helping your surroundings. You're not helping anything but hurting yourself. All that just hurts yourself. I'm just more into healing myself right now and helping others understand what they're doing to other places. So thank you for listening.